Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany, for those of you who are new. If you're a returning friend, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing all full face of Drugstore. Okay, let me just show you a clip of everything. This is all that we're playing with today, and I'm really excited because we have some new stuff. We have some stuff that I've used in the past. Majority of it is new, and we have our coffee because cheers, mujer, you're hella worthy. If you're hombre, you are hella worthy as well. So anybody, everybody, you're hella worthy. We have all this new toys to play with. I'm sitting in front of the window because the lighting today is just beautiful. It's snowing today. It's so nice. We're gonna get started with the Power Grip primer from e.l.f. Been all the rage on the interweb, I should say. I really have been enjoying this. I used this like maybe what, 2 times already. It's really nice on the skin. If you're familiar with the Milk Hydro Grip primer, it's in that same family sense, if you will. This is a little bit more on the thinner side, I would say. I got a chemical peel a week ago. I finished my state certification for chemical peels. Thank goodness, because it was a whole like 4 days of classes. Anyways, I'm peeling like a snake, and we did a TCA peel, which is really good for anti-aging, for hyperpigmentation, you know, all that fun stuff. But I mostly wanted it for the hyperpigmentation and anti-aging, my mature fine lines, you know. Anyways, my dark spots are looking darker, and that's because that peel is kind of like just coming through, which is totally normal. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Today we're going to be trying out the new Maybelline 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. I got the shade medium. I know I said I was going to do a full face of Drugstore. I do really want to test this out against the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filt'r. Hopefully you are okay with me putting one side of this and the other side of the Charlotte Tilbury. I can definitely see it. I don't think it's picking up on my camera. I have my e.l.f. complexion little duo that I'm gonna blend this into. I see a sheen of a difference. We're gonna test out the Charlotte Tilbury on my left side. Okay, so Maybelline, Charlotte Tilbury, Maybelline, Charlotte Tilbury. Do we tell a difference? I can tell a difference. It seems as if the Charlotte Tilbury side is a little bit more dewy side, if you will. They both give it, I feel like this gives a nice sheen. This one does, you can see that glow. This one is like, it's almost there, but not as intense, you know? Maybe if we add a little bit more, I added another layer, so. Do we see the difference? I mean, it's not a definite foundation. In my personal opinion, I have a little bit more dew on my left. We have a nice sheen on the right. So I would say they're pretty similar. A dupe, I wouldn't fully commit to that. For foundation, I am going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I got the shade 5-6. This is too deep for me right now, unfortunately, so I do have to mix it in with a concealer. If I got the shade 4-5, I feel like it would have been a little bit too light for me. So I put one little drop on my little mixing plate, and I mixed it with the NYX Bear With Me concealer, which I know sounds like a crazy word combo, but this is the shade Vanilla. It's really light. It's really, really light for me. And the mixture of these two together just give me like that perfect shade for me. I'm also using my new Beige Cosmetics brushes, and I don't know if you all heard, but they filed for bankruptcy, and that's really sad because I feel Beige Cosmetics was like the OG palette of, they had the, you know, those palettes back in the day. Gosh, I'll try to insert a picture, but they're the OG ones. Like Coastal Scents and Beige Cosmetics were like the first ones to have like that huge like 25 palette kind of, you know, when that was the thing back in the day. As you can tell, it's definitely matching with the rest of my neck, and this gives me like that perfect in between. I really like the finish of the tinted serum. It's super lightweight on the skin. But the NYX Bear With Me concealer is actually a really nice concealer. I have it in the golden or tan color. You can use this as an all over foundation shade, which is actually pretty nice. And it's just a very like nice hydrating kind of finish. It doesn't give you like a full coverage, but you can still build it up, but still hydrating. So if you're drier on the combination side and kind of like a more hydrating kind of finish of a concealer, I think you'd really enjoy this. Just so you can see a little close-up of what my skin is looking like. I mean, I'm peely everywhere, like, see, look, I'm peeling right here, so disregard that. And my neck, it's from my peel, but if you can see my skin, it looks pretty natural. I mean, we got pretty good coverage with just one drop of the concealer, which, I mean, this combination is beautiful in my opinion. I think we can see the right side. How are we looking as far as shimmer? See, I feel like the left side is a little bit more of like that glowy. You have a little bit more of a sheen on the right side. Now that we have the base on, I'm gonna move on to some cream contour and cream blush. Using my Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Concealer. This is actually meant for under eyes, but we're using it for, you know, we're just gonna go on here and we're gonna bronze up the skin. I got the shade Caramel. So you can tell we're gonna have a bronzy glow. I'm gonna use this Beige Cosmetics No. 3 brush. I really like these brushes. I just hope this blends out to my liking. I feel like we're bronzing up more versus cream contour. It's very light, nothing like too much, which is pretty nice. We can definitely have another little layer, I would say. It does dry down pretty quickly, so I would say work at one section at a time. Cream blushes, we have e.l.f. and I don't even know the names of what's on here. Tamika actually sent me this one. It's more like a deep red wine color, which is so pretty. And thank you, by the way, Tamika, if you're watching this. And I think this is Turks and Caicos. It's more like the peachy kind of color. I'm kind of leaning more towards this one, to be completely honest with you. See how subtle this looks? It just gives you a nice little flush, which is so pretty, like super pretty. I love Milani. They have a really good foundation. Their concealers are one of my favorites. I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna see which one's the more creamy side. Okay, so we have cream on this side and then powder on the other side. Really pretty. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit too deep for me, at least this color. And I'm gonna use my finger to put that on my cheekbones. Yeah, this is a little bit too deep at the moment. Actually, Tamika also gave me this. She sent me a package of makeup and I'm like so grateful. So thank you, Tamika, if you're watching. But she sent me like a couple of goodies and I'm really excited because she also sent me this one, and this is the pomegranate color. This is like their dual highlighter from e.l.f. and we're gonna put that right on top. See how this meshes. I don't even think she touched this at all because it was like not even bothered touched. For setting the rest of the face, I do have two powders. This is the e.l.f. Halo Setting Powder in the shade Medium. And then this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder in the shade Beige 06. So I'm actually going to use both of these today. I'm going to use one of these powder puffs that I just got from Shein. I am pretty active on TikTok right now, so if you want to see what I bought from Shein, go follow me on TikTok. So I'm just going to use whatever I have on the top of the powder from e.l.f. and I am going to set my under eyes with the medium powder. I didn't actually do concealer on my under eyes just because I felt like I got a good coverage with the actual concealer and the tinted serum together. Then we're going to do the Milani powder to set all over the entire face. Also the same places that we used that e.l.f. powder. We're gonna move on to some powder blush. This is from Essence. This is literally $5. This is in the shade Sunkissed in California. It's the Luminous bronzing powder. I used this already once and it is so stinking pretty. It's so pretty. I absolutely love this bronzer. I feel like it's gonna be taken over for me in my drugstore favorites because this is really, really nice. We're gonna use the same brush that we used earlier, and because it's just not super dense, but it's just really pretty. It's just great for bronzer. So we're just gonna put that right on to where we put that cream contour. This is the hard part. We're gonna move on to the eyes. And I don't know which palette to use because we have the Wet n Wild Color Icon and Call Me Sunshine. We also have the Juicy Jazz collab with Milani, and this is the Rising Star one. It has more like the purple tones. And then we have the Golden Glam from Milani as well. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go with this one. I know it's kind of looking like the Milani one. Like, they're kind of similar. Okay, for the crease color, I'm gonna use this shade right here. Actually really sad Beige Cosmetics filed for bankruptcy because, as I mentioned, they were like the first ones to have like those big palettes. And that was like one of my favorite palettes when I used to do makeup tutorials. I have, actually, you know what? I have a makeup tutorial, I think, with that palette. It was like an inspiration from when it was a World Cup going on, the Brazil team, because Ever is a huge Brazil fan. And I was like, you know what? He gave me the idea to like do that video. So I will see if I can find a clip a clip of that in my tutorial. If you've been here since then, I love you. I fucking appreciate you so much because that was such a long time ago. I was actually looking back and I made a TikTok of, I've been on YouTube for 8 years now. That's so crazy. And I am so grateful for the new friends who I've met, or those of you who have been riding with me since my first YouTube video. You know who you are. My silent viewers, everyone, just, I freaking appreciate you so much. We're gonna do a halo eye today. It's been a hot minute since I've done a halo eye. We're gonna pick up the darkest shade in the palette, which is this chocolate brown color. You basically put the darkest color on like the outer corner and on the inner corner and put a shimmer shade right in the center. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And I'm going to pat this in so we can gradually intensify the eye shadow color. Now we're gonna move on to the middle shade, this shade right here. We're gonna put you on. You definitely use a brush. I just find it easier to use my fingers. Okay, we're gonna move on to the lower lash line, and I'm gonna use the same darker color on the palette to put on the lower lash line, and then put the gold color right on the center. This new product from NYX, I have not opened it and I have been really wanting to open it. You don't understand, I've been so excited to try this out, but because I wanted to try it in camera with you, I've been waiting. So I am gonna try out the new Thick It Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara. I think this is like also blowing up on TikTok. I don't know, you know, TikTok has influenced me to basically buy everything. Don't get TikTok if you don't have it. And this is the Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette as well. So we're gonna outline my eyebrows. Oh my god, this is kind of scary. There's like a lot of microfibers on here. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. What do we think of the brows? I literally messed up on both sides. Like I have a dot there, I have a dot there. But a lot of product comes out on the actual brush, so be careful if you do end up wanting or finding this or wanting to try it. But if you have like thicker brows, I mean, obviously I'm not the perfect candidate because I have really thin eyebrows, but if you have thicker brows, I think you'd really like this and make your life so much easier, like one and done kind of product. But yeah, I'm not like the best candidate for it. Let's put on some mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess. Lashes, we're gonna be using these Kiss lashes in the style Pixie. They're just very basic, thin, kind of wispy eyelash. I've got some lash glue on my, because I don't have like eyeliner. I'm just gonna add some on there with my NYX eyeliner because this is my favorite. And I do want to add some white eyeliner to my lower lash line. This is from LA Girl and it's in the shade Right, I think, or Bright. I'm trying to pick a shade that you're able to find at the drugstore that's like pretty convenient. So I'm gonna play it safe and go with the LA Girl nude lip liner in the shade Gingerbread. This has been my go-to as of lately. Pretty. We can add a clear gloss. Oh, we can add a clear gloss. I totally forgot I have this. So this is the shade Tease from Milani. This is the matte lipstick. Now we're gonna add essence. We're gonna add essence because she is that girl. And can we just appreciate a brown nude color with gloss? To set everything all in place, we're gonna use the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. That's the end of this makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I really actually liked everything. I still am unsure about this because, again, I'm not a perfect candidate because I do have thin eyebrows. If you have thick voluminous eyebrows, Miss Ma'am, this is for you. However, for us, you know, non-existent thin eyebrows, I feel like we're gonna have a little bit of a struggle. Maybe I put too much, I don't really know, but how are we liking the end of this makeup look? Let me know which palette you would like to see me use next, because I do want to do a little bit more videos using these palettes. Please let me know your thoughts on this makeup look down in the comments. I would be so happy if you would give me some feedback. I apologize if it's a little bit lengthy, but I am very happy with the overall outcome. Can we see a difference on the skin? I can't really tell now because I added powder and everything with the 4-in-1 Perfection. I'm gonna keep using it and keep you guys all updated because I do really want to see if it's like an actual dupe. I feel like it's similar, but I don't feel it's like par, like right there per se. I feel like it's similar. I feel like it's not an exact complete dupe, to be completely honest with you, and the shade ranges are kind of not that great, to be honest, from Maybelline, unfortunately. But that is all that I have to share with you. Thank you again, as always, if you made it all the way to the end of this video. I appreciate your time and your loyalty and your commitment, and I will see you all in the next video. Toodles.